soft light, deceptive light. Sensationalism. Due to the fact that people are moving increasingly further away from the truth, their spiritual adversity is steadily increasing. They are no longer capable of discernment. Error and lies seem more believable to them than pure truth, so that conveying truth to them is becoming ever more difficult, precisely because their thoughts are confused due to the influence of the one who opposes the truth, because he opposes God and thus will do anything to keep people's thoughts confused. You can truly call it spiritual chaos. And if truth is to prevail again, it can only be brought about by people who receive the light of truth from God and thus, as bearers of light, try to pass it on. But even these bearers of light will find it difficult to be accepted, because the places where they want to work are particularly besieged by opposing elements, who more or less counteract them such that they apparently represent the same, in order to confuse even those who are willing to accept the truth. You humans have no idea about the battle of darkness against light during the last days before the end. Yet people would not need to fall victim to this battle, for anyone who desires truth from the bottom of his heart truly need not fear wrong thinking. And he will always notice when the adversary has infiltrated the spiritual knowledge that is offered to people. Thus he will also recognize where truth is to be found, and he will join the bearers of light and gladly accept the truth of God from them. The truth is glowing, but it is not a deceptive light. And a deceptive light is anything that affects the eye as dazzling as lightning, rendering it unable to recognize the true light, which only emits a soft light that is soothing to the eye. If you now consider Christ's plain and simple teaching and the powerful effect of the pure Word of God, and compare them with the restlessness, tension and sensationalism people are subjected to through reports, which pretend to be of spiritual origin but make a person insensitive to Christ's simple teaching, so that he only ever wants to see the unusual, exciting, then you also know what is meant by deceptive lights and that they cannot benefit your soul. If you turn to God, you will also be looked after by God. But if you turn to the powers in the universe whose actions you are unable to judge, you can also expect flashing deceptive lights from the universe, and then you humans will become confused, which is to be expected, since God's adversary has found a suitable ground where he can establish himself. As long as people are offered alternative nourishment to the divine word, which appeals more to the senses than to the heart, as long as activities of the spiritual world are associated with appearances of a mysterious nature, thus, as long as sensations are sought or feigned which, however, do not result in any ennobling influence on people's souls, it is not God who is at work but his adversary in disguise, in order to gain people for himself, in order to destroy their appreciation for the light from above, for the pure Word of God. And he is succeeding at this to an alarming degree as long as a person's mind does not exclusively belong to God. As long as the world is not entirely overcome by those who believe that they have been called to improve the world and its people, who are not satisfied with the soft shine of the divine light of love but prefer the dazzling glare of lightning and become blinded by it. Amen.